This week's Peace Talk is called How Language Has Been Used to Make Peace Less Accessible. The laws of peace are immutable. Peace is what peace is and functions as it functions at all locations in the universe. Peace is universal. The true nature of peace is an inherent nature. Peace does not bend for fashion, and its laws do not alter with the times. Almost everything that we've been taught is law on this planet is actually only experienced as law here, and often only for a time. What is legal and illegal in each society changes almost constantly. Our scientific concepts evolve with new discoveries. Our mathematical concepts evolve and change. Even our natural laws are local to this planet, to this location in the universe. We change. We change in our understanding of peace, and therefore our definitions of peace change. Our shifting languaging around peace is only a historical marker that helps us to look back and understand what, at a particular moment, was understood and not understood about what we call peace. Our way of speaking about peace evolves. Peace does not change. Our beliefs about peace do not change peace's nature, not its nature, nor its function, nor its power. Our beliefs about peace do not change its availability, though a belief that peace is unavailable can begin to cause its unavailability to be experienced temporarily as a result of that belief. But as soon as that belief is changed, that result will alter. Our beliefs are local and mutable. Peace's nature is universal and immutable. Our relationship to peace, as individuals, as collectives, alters as we alter in our definitions of peace and in our teachings about peace. The language we use around peace has great effect, though not total effect. Any individual is welcome at any moment to connect to the true nature of peace, and therefore to connect with an accurate and wordless understanding of peace, and many have. This wordless knowing can override what one has been taught. Many have accessed higher truths this way. Still, society's languaging about peace has a profound effect. It creates a norm, and most people in most societies live within that norm, and therefore experience what they have been taught are norms, as their beliefs create the limits of their possible experience. Beliefs precede experience. Beliefs create experience. General beliefs create a boundary, and few pass that boundary. Our bodies have aspects to their machinery that deeply discourage the passing of that boundary. Nearly everything here is highly mutable. It is our idea that things are fixed that keeps them fixed, but only for a time. If we teach that peace is something people experience on vacation, that one must fly to an island to experience peace, then we make peace less accessible. When we teach the truth, that the full spectrum of peace is always available and can be experienced in tiny increments, 5 seconds here, 20 seconds there, and that it's available wherever you are right now, and that it's free. We allow peace's true nature to be understood and its power to be accessed. If we teach that peace is a rare thing and that it is over there, it will remain for many over there. When we begin to teach that peace is dominant here, whether or not we are experiencing it subjectively, because peace is a substance, and that substance, also called empty space, is dominant both within the human body and outside the human body. We begin to allow peace to be understood and therefore accessed. The way we speak of peace creates a portal or a wall. We have, with our language, erected what has been experienced by many as a peace wall. But with each day, we have a new opportunity to speak of the full nature of peace and therefore to dismantle that wall. There are those who benefit from the populace believing that peace is over there. The peace state is powerful. We are powerful when we are in the peace state. A person in the peace state is sovereign. A person in the peace state has access to profound wisdom. A person in the peace state sees things clearly. Those in the peace state begin to remember that freedom is the birthright of all humans. Those in the peace state naturally honor the earth. There are those who benefit from individuals being far from the peace state. There are those who benefit from individuals thinking that the peace state is over there. There are many misleading popular phrases about peace, like the phrase peacekeeping forces. No peacekeeping force can exist. Lasting peace, true peace, must be chosen by the individual. In the phrase peacekeeping forces, the word peace has been appropriated to justify an act of human will. Such appropriations create a deep misunderstanding about the nature of peace. But we can reset such misunderstandings by beginning to learn and to teach peace's true nature. Peace is inexorably connected to freedom. Any act that impinges upon personal freedom is not an act of peace. Once we know that, we will be able to recognize the instances in which the languaging around peace is keeping us from accessing it. Our recorded history is a history of a time in which peace's nature has not been widely known, utilized, or taught. But always in the present moment, there is the profound opportunity of beginning anew. And so we can, if we choose, begin anew in our relationship to peace. Peace herself does not change and cannot, but we can change if we choose. We can change individually and we can change collectively. We do not have a record of what it would be like if the general population understood the full nature of peace and taught it and lived it. We only have a record of what happens when peace's nature is not fully understood. And so we are neophytes as a civilization in regards to our relationship to peace. We have not yet tried it. It's the car in our garage and its key is on our keychain, but we have not yet put its rubber to the road. Peace is, right now, radically available, and we are more able right now to choose it and understand it and to utilize it fully than we've ever been before. This is a new year. This is a new era. How we use this year and how we use this era is up to us. What if the most powerful substance on this planet were free and available? And the only thing that kept more people from accessing its power was a confusion about its nature based on language. Our beliefs are easy to reset. All that is required to reset a belief is choice, and repetition. If we choose to come to understand the full nature of peace, the true nature of peace, the connection between peace and freedom, the peace that honors all, if we choose to come to understand the full nature of peace, all that is required to transition that information from information to belief, from belief to understanding, from understanding to experienced understanding. All that's required is repetition. What is said about peace that is a confusion is said repeatedly. But when we choose to say about peace what is true repeatedly, it will quickly and easily unseat what is said about peace that is untrue. Truth always has a more powerful resonance, always. So these confusions are actually relatively easy to reset. Repetition is easy. It's an incredibly powerful tool. The media understands this. Repetition is used already to create belief. Well, we have the opportunity too, as individuals, to use repetition to create belief. And when we use repetition to create belief, when we choose belief and when we choose the world that we'd like to experience, and when we use repetition as a means of creating that world, we have the most powerful tools that are available in our hands and really in our mouths, because repetition is especially powerful when it is spoken, also very powerful when it is written. Every individual gets to choose what they believe and therefore what they experience. And repetition is a very powerful tool to do that work. And it's available to everyone. And like all the most powerful tools, it is free. Next peace class is January 20th, and have a funny week. And yeah, it's been beautiful spending this hour with you. See you next week.